up to full when Bianca gets back on there.
Okay. Calling to order this meeting of the Tenino Planning Commission. This is my first time doing this, so I'm going to wade through it. First order of business on tonight's agenda is agenda approval of the previous, or of this meeting's minutes, the April meeting. Give you guys a minute to look that over.
I move to approve the agenda as it is.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Next order of business is the approval of the minutes from the previous meeting in March. Is there a motion to approve the minutes, or do we need another minute? Okay. Oh, yeah, you guys weren't here.
We weren't here, so.
Yeah. Take your time.
If you want to, you can put it off till the next one. If anybody wants to wait till then, you don't have to.
Adopted. Mm.
Motion to approve minutes.
Seconded to the best of my knowledge.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And now we move to public comment. Is there any comment from the public? Looks like there's no one here. And then any reports? No. I'll just skip down to unfinished business. Mayor Watterson to administer, Pam's not here today. She won't be able to make it, so we'll postpone that until the next meeting. And the swearing in and an oath of office to Brian was just performed prior to the meeting, so let's get that. And then new business, final Tenino comprehensive plan review of updates. City planner Melissa Burgess to present the updates and discuss next steps.
So you guys have all received the development regulation updates. And we discussed them not at the last meeting, but the meeting before. However, we also discussed that we wouldn't move forward on the critical areas ordinance updates because we were gonna wait on Thurston County's updates and review to see what they were going to do. I received an email from the Department of Ecology in their floodplain section. They are asking that section move forward to ensure that the city remain compliant with the NFIP standards. So that's the National Flood Insurance Program, and making sure that the city is covered. So they're asking that we move forward with just that section while we wait on the rest of the critical areas ordinance. You don't have to vote on it. However, I do need your okay to set a public hearing for next month.
Yeah, that's, should we take a vote?
You can.
Okay. All those in favor of a hearing next month, say aye.
Yeah.
Sounds great. That portion of the code was updated by the Department of Ecology and their FEMA representative. We didn't update anything on there. They just did it all. I looked at it, and everything is kosher. So it's just making sure that the city is compliant.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty straightforward. Other than that, I don't have anything unless you guys have some questions regarding what you've reviewed.
So this copy has their edits already in place, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Did not have any questions that popped out at me when I read this earlier. Of this month? Okay.
You're recording the upcoming meeting?
Yes,
Okay.
but
Great.
we're recording this, we've been able to record since the
Oh.
last.
Good.
So
Sweet.
we're back in business.
Congratulations.
Yes.
So just for continuity's sake and making sure that the public is aware, there is a public hearing for the final adoption of the comprehensive plan, not the development regulations, but the comprehensive plan at the city council meeting on the 28th of this month.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions regarding the update?
The flood
Yeah.
update? I didn't have any that popped out at me. Did you have any questions?
I haven't had a chance to really dive into it, but
Okay.
it might be good to take this home with us and if we have a minute, just look it over before next month. And then come to the meeting with any questions we have at that point.
Yeah,
Um,
okay.
Everything is available online, you can go on our website. The agenda packet's all there, it's a little bit easier to read,
Okay,
it's a little bit bigger print.
good to know.
Great.
Is there anything else, Melissa, in terms of updates to the comp plan? Seems like everything's basically on track for the next meeting, or for the city council meeting?
Yes, everything's on track for the formal adoption of the comprehensive plan with the city council. And then in regard to the development regulations, next meeting, I'm going to move forward with the non-critical areas ordinance portion. And we'll have the public hearing for the flood hazard code.
Is that the general, Title 100 general provisions is what you're moving forward with next week?
It should be, the general provisions are part of, I will have to double check that.
Okay.
Because I know that some of that code has to do with the critical areas. Though I believe that it's just the definitions, which we could go ahead and update because those are essentially a mirror of the RCW and WACs.
Yeah.
So that shouldn't be an issue. The portion of the code that I was specifically referencing on moving forward is, give me one moment.
Great.
Is the land development regulations. So chapter 100. And then it's the master plan developments, land use, all of those that don't have to specifically do with the critical areas ordinance and those chapters. So,
Was that what was attached to the agenda tonight with the
Yes.
Zoning and all of that as well? Okay. I had a question about that, but it doesn't have to be answered tonight.
okay.
I know we talked about the ag park overlay and overlays, and provisionally reading through it, I wasn't certain where the overlays factor into written record. I couldn't, there's the zones, of course, but then where is the definitions of that overlay going to sit within the larger document? That was just the one question I had, because we talked about it so much over the last 6 months that I was wondering where it would go.
Yeah, it should be in there.
Okay, I might have missed it.
It's a lot of pages.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely, yeah, there is a chance I could have missed it. But I was looking for it and I couldn't figure out exactly where it would sit, because it's not a zone, but it is kind of a zone, but it's
It would say within the zones,
not. Okay.
because it's not considered a critical area.
Would it be
We-
within the public, the public defined areas then?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
There's no copy that I see. I was looking at it on my phone earlier.
Okay, you can look at these.
Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I think I have. I didn't realize you guys
The development code and the zoning
didn't have. Well,
definitions.
so
are on
everything is online,
Yeah.
so that's probably the best
Mm.
way.
Maybe I'm looking
So
at
it looks
The printing
like
is kind of like
the one in here, doesn't have the red line for the overlay zone, which would be in chapter 10620.
10620. Okay, cool. But it's not
So-
in there.
It,
Okay, great.
no.
I'm glad I'm not crazy. Okay. 106.
Nope. So I will make sure that the red line version gets over to the city.
Thank you.
And then, we can discuss it further at the next meeting.
Perfect.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Mhm. Yeah, because I did draft that language. It just looks like this was the, not red.
Existing.
Yeah.
Okay. I had a feeling. I was wondering if it was like what the process the update was. So that makes sense to me.
Yep.
Thank you.
Of course. I don't have any further information or comments at this time.
Okay. Does someone else have to move to adjourn, or can I do that?
Can I, I was thinking,
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
just real quick, it would be nice at the next meeting if at least one of the commissioners is there, just in case they wanna, I mean, you'll be there obviously, but it would be nice to have.
On the 28th?
If you can figure out somebody that could be there in case, council wants to ask one of you any
Yeah.
questions. That'd be nice. Coordinate with, Will or somebody to be there just as a representing,
April.
planning commission, I think.
Yeah.
Be valuable.
Okay.
And I know it's a lot, and on this one especially, it's gonna be a lot of, you're gonna feel like you're drinking from a fire hose, but it is, the whole plan is online, it's a huge document, so I don't think we typically print it out for everybody, unless you want one, but, yeah, go on our website, it's on there, right?
Okay.
Yeah, everything's, it's, on the bottom of our page, but also if you want anything for planning meeting, the agenda has everything on there. And so I put it on the last couple, since you gave me the update.
Mhm.
Is it at 6? The,
It's like
meeting.
I have
So,
300 some pages.
I think the comprehensive plan will be, I don't remember where, do you remember where it's at on the agenda? Is that like one of the first things we're doing, or is it? It would be at 7:30, sometime after 7:30.
okay,
The work session starts at 6:30, but our meeting starts at 7:30, so
okay.
I'm not sure where it is in our schedule. There, just either,
Probably under, it's either new or old business.
it'll be pretty close to the start of the meeting, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Touch too many.
And if you Google, Tenino, comprehensive plan, there's a planning commission page. It's a link on there.
Okay.
Any other public comment or orders of business?
Not this time.
You just call the meeting adjourned.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I move to adjourn the meeting.
Okay.